Angela Correa, and today I will give my speech in the symbolism of the Day of the Dead's altars. The Day of the Dead is a celebration created by the Aztecs thousands of years ago, and it is based on the belief that the souls of the ones gone can come back on the 1st and 2nd of November of each year. It is mainly celebrated in Mexico, but I think for the ones who live in El Paso, mostly because we live in a frontier, we have seen festivals or celebrations related to it. And something that we can be more familiarized are the iconic altars that even we see them on contests. But traditionally, these altars are created by people who believe that they show the souls the way back home and to make them feel welcome and show them that they have not been forgotten. And altars always will represent something else, always will have a deep meaning. That is why we can see a lot of symbolisms around them. For example, an altars always will have objects that represent the four elements. With the four elements, I mean fire, earth, water, and air. And these four elements are to represent four cardinal points, which are there to guide the souls to our world. To put an example, fire is represented with candles, and these candles with their lights guide and stands up for the souls. Also, water is represented with a bowl or a glass full of water and are there to allow the souls to clean themselves after the long trip. The air is represented with a paper tissue, which is very light, and it is called papel picado and have beautiful figures on it. Also, it is represented with incense, and because it's the air, is to represent that the souls can pass through and in an easier way between our world and their world. And last, we have the objects that represent earth, which are objects like seeds, flowers, fruits, and are there to remark that the souls are not more longer on their world, on their spiritual world, but on our terrestrial world. Mexicans believe that the death is just a part of the circle of life. Therefore, the festivities that take place on this day are meant to be happy, colorful, and joyful. So we have objects on these altars that represent that it is a celebration. For example, we always see colorful skeletons, candy skulls, also very bright yellow or orange flowers, which are called marigolds. And they are very representative of this day because it shows like we are in the autumn. And yeah, going back to the colorful skulls and candy skulls, they are there to not make fun of the dead, but to show them respect and that people is not fair to it. And most important, an altar always it is made to honor one or more persons that can be family members, friends, or even famous people. So always have photographs on it, their favorite food, drinks, and personal objects to make them feel this specific person, to make them feel welcome and an environment of festivity. So, in conclusion, the Day of the Dead is not a sad occasion. It is a joyful festival in which the deceased are remembered and celebrated, most commonly with this altar.